But when times are not dangerous and we limit our educational system from functioning the way it should, when kids should learn academically and socially and emotionally without having restrictions. Yes, mask restrictions at this time, and we call on the governor to at this time, because we are safer. When we see 90% reduction in the COVID-19, and we see normality coming back to our country, our state, and our city here in Yonkers, it is time to say, bring back commonality, stop the school masking, stop the mandates, let's get back to business, let's get back to normality. Stop the masking.
Enough! Our kids, our choice, we choose not to mask.
Thank you, Assemblyman. Well said. Thank you for your support. The parents appreciate you. We have Councilman Mike Green here. Where's Councilman Mike Green?
Jamie, let him come up.
Thank you for coming, everybody. Governor Hochul, are you listening? Governor Hochul, unmask our children. You can do it. We know what the statistics are. It's time to unmask the kids. The class of 20 got gypped out of graduations. The class of 21 got gypped out of graduations. The class of 22 should not be gypped. Let the kids have their lives. Let them have a normal school life. Governor Hochul, you can do it. Do it now.
Guys, thanks. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. We have to give a great big thanks to the people who really pulled this together, especially Vinny and Jamie Spano. These are parents in our school system. They believe. Jamie worked hard to pull these beautiful signs together. But you know what's important is like so many other parents across this city, like so many other parents across this state, they believe that it should be parental choice. This is why we're here, parental choice. We're looking to see, we want clear guidance. After 2 years, our children deserve that, our parents deserve that, the people of New York State deserve that. We look to New Jersey, we look to Connecticut, we see clear guidance that after the winter break, the kids can take their masks off. We see a decrease in infection rate by over 94% since the beginning of January. We're told that cloth masks don't work. You need an N95, but we're still sending the kids in with masks. It's important to look to the science. It's important to look to the data to show that it's okay to take your mask off. We're getting towards the end of this. Adults are being vaccinated. So first, I want to thank all of our elected officials that are here today. This is not a Democrat issue. This is not a Republican issue. This is an issue of the people. This is an issue of the people. From the Yonkers City Council, we have Councilman Breen, the Minority Leader. We have Councilman Moranti here. From the County Board of Legislators, we have David Tubiello and Jimmy Nolan, Mr. James Nolan. We also have from the New York State Assembly, Assemblyman Nader Sage. These are Republicans and Democrats coming together. And just the other day, Mayor Mike Spano came out to say the same thing. It's parents' choice. We need clear leadership. We don't want to wait. We need to know that we can begin to send our kids back to school and give them the option. We can go and 60,000 people can sit in an arena and watch the Super Bowl. We know that we can go down to a hockey game without a mask. We can go into a restaurant, children, adults, our grandparents, our parents, we can all go out into a restaurant together without a mask. It's cruel. It's cruel. It's cruel punishment that we're not allowing our kids to socialize together in school, to mix together, and to get back to normal. We need to get back to normal. We need to have some normalcy. Who would have thought on March 17th, 2020, that we would still be standing here? None of us thought that. but we've all had patience. We've all come together, and I think it says a lot about New York State. It says a lot about the United States. It says a lot about humanity in general. It says a lot about humanity that we had the patience to wait this out. It says a lot that we're going to get vaccinated, that we sent our kids to school, that we're working with them through virtual learning. And this is not the end, right? This is not the end. There's still so much for us to do. But here, we are here together. We are here standing together as Democrats, as Republicans, as people in the state of New York to say, Governor Hochul, now is the time. Lead us and tell us that after the winter break, our kids can have a choice, our parents can have a choice, and we can begin to socialize again. I want to also thank the PTAs. Last night we had a great group of parents who went out to a Board of Education meeting, and this is not a decision that can be made on the local level. I think that we need to be clear. This is not a decision that our mayor can make. This is not a decision that our superintendent can make. But this is a decision that we need our governor, the Department of Health, and the Department of Education to give clear guidance on how we can begin to move forward. So I want to thank everyone. I know we have some elected officials who are here who want to say a few words. Mr. Jimmy Nolan is here from the County Board of Legislators. We have David Tubiello, if you want to come on up. We have Anthony Moranti. I know Nader is here if he wants to say another few words, and Mike Breen. And then we're going to hear from some parents.
Thank you for coming. So it's been 2 years too long. And let me just tell you something. For somebody that worked in Yonkers public schools, I've seen firsthand how these kids struggled every single day breathing with the mask on. I have a 4-year-old niece that only knows what it's like to go to school with a mask on, and enough is enough. It's election time this year, and the governor needs to know that her future is in our hands now. We're calling her out to do what is needed and do what is right for the kids and for the staff members. It's time to let the parents have the choice. I'm also calling on Dr. Casada to make a recommendation to the state board to publicly come out and say it's time to lose the mask. We're not going away, and we're going to be letting you know that we're here to stay. This is our city, this is our state, and we pay the taxes here. And I am proud to stand with everybody here today to continue this fight and to support you any way possible. Thank you.
Hopefully we got this all right. I think it's very simple. The kids have done their fair share to do their part during this pandemic.
Yes.
It's done. It's over. They pose the least amount of risk of getting sick and spreading. So the answer is take the masks off. Let them enjoy life like it's supposed to be. They've done their part. Now it's time for the governor to do her part. Otherwise, we're going to do our part. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
States around us are lifting the mask mandate for children. Now, this is a very serious issue for all of us. Mental health, our children's mental health, is very serious. We must lift the mask mandate. And on count of 3, let's lift the mask mandate. 1, 2, 3.
Lift the mask mandate!
Thank you. Governor Hochul, please hear us and please do the right thing. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Just to restate, I think we heard her all. We just need to keep the voices loud. We need to stay on course. We need to make sure that we're very clear that we're following the science. We're concerned about the health of our children. We want to make sure our kids, as well as all of our adults, are healthy and safe. So when we ask the governor to remove the mask, it's because we believe we are safe at this time. Do we need to continue to monitor? Yes, we do. Can we continue to be safe? Yes, we do. But this is the time that the educational credibility of our children is so important that the social development of our kids and mental stability cannot be compromised. So Governor Hochul, we look to you to lead us, to take the mask off, set the guidelines, make sure that we can move forward knowing exactly what is obligated of us as adults and children. Take the mask off. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, everyone. Right, we need clear metrics. We need leadership. That's what we're asking for. Parental choice and clear leadership on the metrics. What about some parents? Any parents want to come on up?
Come on, give them help. Give them help. Come on.
We have plenty of parents. And it's okay if they don't want to come up and talk on the bullhorn. All right, here we go.
Hey, so I'm Christina. I'm a teacher in this district. I teach pre-K. I'm also a mom. And the mass, you can't hear the kids. We don't know what anybody's saying. We would please like the mask to be removed. Thank you.
Hi everybody. Thank you. I very appreciate our Yonkers to step up. Our kids need socialize. They need hugs. They need playtime as usual because kids, they're kids and they're supposed to be that way. Thank you for consideration and take it, please step forward to unmask our kids and make them free. Thank you.
And now we're going to hear from which one of our kids want to say a little something. It's okay. It's okay. Parents.
I'm just actually here. I just think it should be a choice at this point. I know I see a lot of officials attending functions and parties with no masks on. I'm assuming that's their choice to take it off. I think it should be our choice. I never signed a contract to have my kids co-parented with the government. I just want
I just want to be able to take my mask off. I mean,
Good job. Let's hear it for me again.
No more masks.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming out, making your voices heard. And now it's important that we send this message to Albany. Now is the time. Next week we're off from school. When we get back, it should be parents' choice. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Hello, Nader. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good. Good.
mean, it depends.
Councilman Rubel, we are in a different phase of the pandemic. At one point you supported the masks on, and now it's time to take it off, and we heard it clear, crystal clear, that it's time to take it off.
Right.
What else you need to tell those parents?
Well, this is what we're asking. As we said here today, we're asking for parents' choice. We've now gone through 2 years of this pandemic. People are being vaccinated. We're trying to protect our populations who are most vulnerable. We know so much more now than we knew 2 years ago. We know so much more now than we knew on March 17th, 2020, when everything began to shut down and people were told to stay home. We're sending our kids to school with the mask. The CDC is saying you really need an N95, but we're still sending our kids to school with a cloth mask. The minute the kids are walking out of school, the minute the adults are walking out of school, the masks are ripped off. We're telling our adults, you can go to the gym, you can go to a restaurant, you can go to watch a Rangers game or an Islanders game, or go to the Super Bowl without a mask. But for our kids that are sitting in the building for 6.5 hours, they need to wear a mask. But what's worse, they're not socializing. They're not allowed to get together. They're not allowed to talk amongst other grades or other classes within their own grade. As a parent of a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old, a first grader and a pre-K'er, I see what they're going through. And this is not about what the parents feel. We've heard from the kids too. This is about giving the children the ability to get back to some sense of normalcy. And all we're asking for is leadership. I understand the governor has said that she will soon give us her decision, but we've heard from New Jersey, we've heard from Connecticut, we've heard from so many other states. The numbers have come down. We're asking for parental choice.
And we heard from our mayor 2 days ago on the Yonkers Voice interview that he also favors the ending of the reversal of the mandate.
Right. Yeah.
Have you spoken with Dr. Quesada?
Dr. Quesada is in a very difficult position, and I have spoken to Dr. Quesada. He's waiting upon guidance. Once he has the guidance from New York State, he can act. But until then, he is acting upon the guidance that he is given from New York State. Look, we had this discussion before, Rue. I was for the masks from the beginning. When kids went back to school in September, I was okay with the masks. I was okay with the masks as the numbers started to spike, but we've seen the numbers come down. We've learned so much just in the last 12 weeks. Now is the time that we give parents choice.
Because I think it's important to emphasize, because I hear lots of people saying, Dr. Quesada, give up the mask, let people take, but it's not a decision for him to make or the mayor to make, correct? So
that's 100% correct. This is not the mayor's decision, this is not the superintendent's decision, this is not the school board's decision, and it's certainly not the city council's decision. Ultimately, this comes from the governor's office. Some people would question, well, you know, the governor's executive order was struck down by a court in New York State, but the way the courts work is that was appealed, that was challenged. And so we need to wait and hear what the courts have to say, which is why it's important that Governor Hochul, the Department of Health and the Department of Education can come together and give us some real guidance, on definitive guidance on how we should move forward.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Sounds like they are.
Chi, where'd you go? I just didn't have a camera.
Chi-Chi!
Chi-Chi!
Say hi, Charlie, say hi.
No, he said that's a Tosh.
Charlie. Can you show me happy?
You want to go to Yaya? Here.
That's everything.